Oppressor MK2. Time is
money.
This flying bike will save you a lot of time. The stock vehicle is armed with 2 machine guns and you can buy it without owning the terabyte. But keep in mind that this vehicle can only be modified at the specialized workshop inside a terabyte, where it can be modified with either small Gatling guns with explosive ammo or missile launchers. Which they have a limited capacity of 20 missiles, and originally had very good targeting and lock-on capabilities, but were slightly reduced with the Criminal Enterprises update. Missiles now have a 15 milliseconds delay before they lock onto a target, along with a more narrow lock-on range, reducing their maneuvering ability. The vehicle can be fitted with countermeasures to improve its defensive capabilities against homing missiles. The chaff countermeasure disrupts the targeting system from missile launchers, rendering them unable to lock on the vehicle for 5 seconds. The chaff countermeasures have a delay of 5 seconds before being used again and only have 10 uses. The flare countermeasure drops flares behind the vehicle, which can disorient the homing missile in order to avoid chasing the vehicle. They have a delay of 3 seconds before being used again and only have 20 uses. The smoke countermeasure creates a trail of smoke that can disorient the enemy pilot, but its effectiveness is very limited. It has no delay between uses and can be used indefinitely. The Oppressor MK2, even without the upgrades, it's a must-have. Its small size makes the Oppressor MK2 by far the most convenient vehicle in the game.
Excellent.
It can perform stationary turns and can practically travel over any terrain. After buying the Kosatka, the Oppressor MK2 is the second thing you want to buy. Now let me tell you that I bought a second one. I keep one in my garage where I can teleport, and I keep my other Oppressor in my terabyte. Furthermore, it is equipped with a rear-mounted rocket booster. The rocket boost has little to no effect on top speed, but it helps significantly with gaining speed. Master it, and you will see that this bike's agility makes it able to deal even with fighter jets. This flying bike can deal with almost anything. Of course, it is not as fast as a fighter jet. In hover mode, it has a maximum speed of about 130 miles per hour. In flying mode, the bike's top speed is limited to about 110 miles per hour. With that being said, simply keep the wings retracted in order to fly faster. It is bad at gaining altitude, but the hover mode allows it to reach areas which most aircraft struggle to. It has a limited lock-on range. It can carry only 20 homing missiles, but I don't mind because it can perform stationary turns. And this ability is crucial, especially in dogfights. I am not joking, the Oppressor MK2 can effectively counter a fighter jet. The only thing that the fighter jet can do is to fly in circles. Then turn and try to hit me in any possible way. All I have to do is to stay close and behind the fighter jet and let him keep trying. This way I don't even need to use any countermeasures. Even without being able to see the aircraft, I can easily stay behind the fighter jet, just by looking at the minimap. Don't hesitate to pre-fire. Now when dealing with another oppressor, retract the wings in order to turn faster. And be patient till your opponent makes the mistake to turn his back or if he tries to get some distance. 2 things to keep in mind: never turn your back, and never try to get distance. Flying towards the missiles is also a way to dodge them. Another way is to dive downwards. Look what this guy is doing. But he made the mistake and turned his back. Even if you run out of missiles, never show your back. It is much better if you stay above or beneath your opponent. Now, when dealing with a Ruiner, or a Toreador or a Deluxo, know that the Ruiner, the Toreador and the Deluxo are vulnerable to close high air attacks, due to a limited lock-on range. Keep in mind that it's extremely hard to dodge these missiles. Just one homing missile will destroy the MK2. And if you think that you might get shot with the orbital cannon, then just go inside a building, or under a bridge, etc. Practice on manual targeting and ground targets stand no chance against you. One last thing, it is crash resistant. After a crash, it's harder to fall off this bike. Unlike the other bikes,